I give you a lab sheet. You're going to follow along with the procedure exactly as it's written. Okay? You're going to get your materials, and you are first going to measure out 4 grams of potassium hydroxide. You're going to do that using this gram scale. Gram scale opens like this. You press the button, lift the top. The button is not like a
Just press it.
blanking on it. Yeah, just press the button, okay? Once you get it, lay it flat on your table, press the on-off button. Once you press the on-off button, you gotta wait till it reads 0. If it doesn't read 0, you have to hit tar. Good. Then I'm gonna place an empty small measuring cup on it. With the small measuring cup, I'm gonna hit tar again until it reads 0, 0, 0. Finally, I'm gonna take my potassium hydroxide, that's KOH, and I'm gonna pour in until I reach 4 grams. Okay, pour a little bit in, see where it's going. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, got my 4 grams of KOH. I'm also going to need to measure out 5 grams of dextrose. Mark Dex on the cup. I look down, I make sure it's 0, 0, 0 with the cup on it. I pour into the cup. I'm going for 5 grams. You're going to notice you need quite a bit more dextrose by volume than you did for potassium hydroxide, but there we go. Oh, I overshot a little bit. I'm at 525. So what I can do, I just pour a little bit out. And I remeasure. Now I'm at 512. That's more acceptable. If you're off by a single decimal place, you're gonna be all right. So, I've got my dextrose, I've got my potassium hydroxide. I'm going to be mixing those in 150 milliliters of water. So I got my water cup, I got my measuring cup. I'm gonna measure out, flat on the table, up to the 150 milliliters line. Great. Oh, and I can put away my gram scale now. So I turn it off, I close the lid. If I think one of my table mates is gonna be foolish, I just bring it back up front. These are brand new gram scales, by the way. If you press on them, you're gonna press with a lot more than 300 grams. Trust me, you're gonna break it, and then you're gonna owe me 10 bucks. So, let's be gentle with these guys, all right? I've measured 150 milliliters of water into here. I'm going to add my potassium hydroxide, and I'm gonna notice that it sits at the bottom. So I'm gonna need my stirrer to stir it up. Agitate it until it's all dissolved. If the potassium hydroxide dissolves in the water, what is it now? Is it a mixture or a solution? Solution, right? Because I can't take it back out again. I can't tell the difference. I'm also going to add the dextrose until dissolved. And then I'm going to add 3 drops. Count them, 1, 2, 3. This is the biggest mistake that most students make. Of this blue dye. I need 1, 2, 3. I'm going to mix all that together. I'm going to take my water bottle, open it up. Using a funnel, I'm going to slowly pour the contents of this measuring cup into my bottle. Wait for it to drain. Do a little bit more. If I lift up on the funnel, it lets the bottle breathe a little bit and lets my funnel drain a little faster. Make sure you don't over pour or you will spill. It's okay to make a mess. but you gotta clean it up. And you may start to notice that something weird is happening. You're gonna end by adding 100 more milliliters to your cup. Measure that out, put my funnel back on, add my extra 100 milliliters of water. I secure the top on the bottle firmly but not over. I'm gonna let it sit. Okay? Read step 11, make sure you follow it very carefully. This is a measurement experiment. It's also a bonding experiment. I am giving you enough materials that you can mess this up. I want to see if you can read and measure correctly. That's the crux of this experiment, okay? But if you do so, I will also know whether you've done it, because if you did it wrong, you will not be true blue. You will not get the correct answer. And it won't be me, it'll be chemistry that calls you out. All right, you can kill that.